Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some exciting updates from the world of undrafted free agents, those hidden gems that every NFL fan loves to root for. We've got a dozen players to discuss who could be pivotal to the Cowboys this season, and you don't want to miss out on our breakdown of their potential to impact the team. From the relentless linebacker Jett Bush, with his exceptional work ethic, to the Canadian standout Deontay Knight, we're uncovering what these under-the-radar players bring to the table. Plus, we'll explore how Wanya Thomas from Georgia Tech could shake things up in the safety position. These signings are more than just fillers. They're potential game-changers that come at almost no cost. It's stories like these that could make or break a team's season, and who knows, we might just be talking about the next breakout star. Now we need your help to keep bringing you the best content. If you enjoy our videos, please consider subscribing to our channel and enabling the notification bell. Your support means everything, and with your help, we're on track to hit our goal of 9,000 subscribers. All right, let's jump right in and get started with today's analysis. Who knows, some of these undrafted free agents might just be the key to a successful season. Stay tuned.
We've got 12 players to discuss, and I'll tell you right now, I'm never rating a UDFA signing lower than AB. These guys are almost free talent, and today we'll explore what they could potentially bring to the team. Let's get started. We've got Jett Bush, a linebacker out of Houston. I'm giving Bush a B+. He's known for his work ethic and motor on the field. Although he wasn't a standout in college, his ability to contribute on special teams might just be his ticket to sticking around. The Cowboys love players who can play multiple roles, and Bush fits that mold. We also have Deontay Knight from Western University in Canada. This is an intriguing pick because you don't often see players from Canadian universities make it in the NFL. Knight has a compelling story and the physical tools to succeed. I'm giving this pick a B because the transition will be tough, but he has the potential to surprise a lot of people. Moving on to safety Wanya Thomas from Georgia Tech, I'll give this signing a B. Thomas has good size and showed some ball hawking skills during his time in college. He's a project, sure, but in the safety position, especially on a team that can use depth, he has a chance to develop into a useful player. Overall, the Cowboys' strategy with undrafted free agents seems focused on finding potential gems who can provide depth and special teams value. It's a smart approach given the cap constraints and the need to build a complete roster. Now I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think about these UDFA pickups? Do you see any of these guys making the final roster? Drop your predictions in the comments below. While we've discussed some promising undrafted free agents, let's dive a bit deeper into potential sleeper picks who might surprise us during training camp and beyond. These are the guys who may not have had the most spotlight, but have the potential to make significant impacts. Take someone like Deontay Knight, for example. Coming from a less traditional path in Canadian football, he brings unique skills and physical attributes that could translate well into the NFL with the right development. His adaptation to the NFL style of play will be key to watch. It's also important to consider the value these UDFAs can add to special teams. Many successful undrafted players make their initial mark on special teams, and that's often their path to securing a more permanent spot on the roster. Players like Jett Bush and Wanya Thomas could become vital special teams contributors. Their ability to perform in these roles could significantly enhance their chances of making the team and contributing during the regular season. Despite the potential, it's crucial to acknowledge the challenges UDFAs face. The leap from college to the pros is substantial, and for undrafted players, the margin for error is even slimmer. These players have to consistently prove themselves, not just in games, but in practices and team meetings. Their work ethic, coachability, and ability to quickly adapt to the professional environment are critical. As we look ahead to training camp, I'm particularly keen to see how these undrafted free agents integrate with the team and how they leverage their opportunities. Will any of these UDFAs become the next Tony Romo or Miles Austin? Only time will tell. Call to action for viewer engagement. inviting viewers to share their predictions for training camp. Host, what are your predictions for these undrafted free agents? Who do you think has the best chance to make the team, and who could be a potential breakout star? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. It's always exciting to explore the potential hidden gems in these signings. Be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for more insights and updates on all things Cowboys. On our list is Nate Peat out of Stanford, not Central Florida. My bad on the initial mix-up. This running back has shown some speed, and though there's some conflicting info about his exact times, his potential for adding some juice to the Cowboys' backfield is intriguing. Pete received a modest $5,000 signing bonus, which basically covers initial expenses. It's a low-risk investment for the Cowboys. For the best offensive UDFA, I'm leaning toward tight end Brevin Spanford out of Minnesota, who has shown promise despite some drop issues last season. Switching to defense, we've got Denzel Daxon, a defensive tackle who didn't produce eye-catching college stats but has the body type and potential to develop into a useful piece on the defensive line, especially considering the Cowboys' needs. Byron Vaugh might be small, but he's someone I'm keeping an eye on due to the Cowboys' success with finding pass rush gems. Jason Johnson, out of Central Florida, didn't test spectacularly but has a solid tackler record and could contribute as a special teams player. Many of these UDFAs, like Wanya Thomas and Julius Wood, could make their marks on special teams. Thomas shows promise with his size and speed, offering potential on coverage units, while Wood's physicality could make him a standout in various special teams roles. While this year's UDFA class might not be as exciting as last year's, these players still provide valuable depth and could surprise us. I want to know what you think, though. Who is your favorite UDFA signing? Do you see any of these players making the final roster? Before we wrap up, let's take a deeper look into how these UDFAs might fit into the Cowboys' current schemes. Understanding their potential roles helps us gauge not just their chance of making the team, but also their ability to impact games. For instance, Nate Peat's speed could be a valuable asset in the Cowboys' zone running schemes, where quick decisions and bursts of speed can turn a routine play into a big gain. On defense, players like Denzel Daxon could offer rotational depth, particularly in scenarios where the Cowboys switch to a more aggressive front to pressure the quarterback. Another critical factor is how well these players can develop under the Cowboys' coaching staff. UDFA success stories are often not just about raw talent, but about how well a player's skills are honed and utilized. Take someone like Byron Vaugh, whose smaller size might limit him in some defensive schemes. With the right coaching, he could refine his technique to leverage his speed and agility, turning potential weaknesses into specialized strengths. Based on what we've discussed today, let's make some predictions. I believe players like Brevin Spanford and Wanya Thomas have the tools and the opportunities to not just make the roster, but to have meaningful roles this season. But I'm curious about your views. Based on the profiles we've discussed, which UDFA do you think could be this year's surprise standout? Drop your predictions in the comments below. As we conclude today's deep dive into the Cowboys' UDFA signings, remember that these players represent both potential and project. Their journey from undrafted free agents to roster spots will be one of the more compelling narratives in this offseason. Thank you for joining today's detailed analysis of the Cowboys' undrafted free agent class. If you enjoyed the breakdown, please give us a like, subscribe for more in-depth content, and hit that bell to never miss an update. We'll continue to track these players' progress throughout training camp and preseason. So stay tuned, and as always, keep your Cowboy spirit fired up. I'm Tom Downey, and I'll see you next time on the Cowboys Report. Go Cowboys!